theory is very much important, and actually this is generally used when you want to determine the energy level diagram, molecular orbital picture, and how the electron are filled up in a bonding and in anti-bonding molecular orbital. So there are the two kinds of orbital are generally explained by this molecular orbital theory. So one is the bonding molecular orbital and another one is the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So here, suppose in image you have the bonding molecular orbital and the anti-bonding molecular orbital. Let we consider, for example, you have the A as the any atom and the B as the any another atom. So by that, you can have idea how the bonding molecular orbital and how the anti-bonding molecular orbitals are there, how they combine together, and how the two orbitals are generated. So bonding molecular orbital are sometimes you can say they are less energetic than the anti-bonding molecular orbital. General thing you always remember that the electron initially fill up in the bonding molecular orbital and after that they are fill up in the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So reason is that the bonding molecular orbital are generally in a less energetic state than the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So anti-bonding molecular orbital are always in a higher energy level, are always in a next higher energy level one. So this thing you have to remember. So here the some basic principles for this molecular orbital are given. So by this principle you have to idea about the molecular orbital theory. So let me see one by one and let how they are one. So very first is that when the nuclei of two atom are come close to each other, the atomic orbital initially interact with each other and form the molecular orbital. म्हणजे काय की ज्यावेळी दोन ॲटम एकत्र येतात, when they come close to each other, then what will happening? The atomic orbital, that particularly the valence shell atomic orbital, they initially interact with each other and form the new molecular orbital or new orbital known as the molecular orbital. So here the atomic orbital of an atom in molecule completely lose their identity once they form a molecular orbital. So when you consider the atomic orbital and the molecular orbital, so in molecular orbital, when atomic orbital combine together, form the new orbital known as molecular orbital, they completely lose their identity after formation of the molecular orbital. म्हणजे काय की ज्यावेळी atomic orbital एकमेकांमध्ये मिक्स होतील, मिक्स झाल्यानंतर काय होतंय की atomic orbital ची स्वतःची जी आयडेंटिटी आहे, that identity of that atomic orbital will get completely lose, and they will form a new identity as the molecular orbital one. म्हणजे molecular orbital च जे कॅरेक्टर आहे ते कॅरेक्टर कम्प्लिटली अक्वायर केलं जातं बा ज्यावेळी atomic orbital एकमेकांमध्ये कंबाईन होतात, आणि कंबाईन झाल्यानंतर त्यांचं जे atomic orbital ची स्वतःची जी ओरिजिनल आयडेंटिटी आहे किंवा प्युअर स्टेट मधली जी आयडेंटिटी आहे, that identity will get diminished by combining the atomic orbital and forming the new molecular orbital one. So this is the actual meaning for this first statement, that the when nuclei of two atom come close to each other, their atomic orbital will combine or interact with each other and form the molecular orbital. And during the formation of this molecular orbital, what will happen? The atomic orbital lose their identity and they form the new identity as a molecular orbital one. Okay. Second statement is given here. The each molecular orbital may be described by the wave function psi1. So wave function psi is a physical term, or you can say it is a physics term one. Psi is the physics term one. So each molecular orbital that will always be described by wave function. Molecular orbital म्हणजे काय असते की that will be a one type of the wave function, and that wave function is the psi1 and known as the molecular orbital wave function. त्यालाच आपण molecular orbital wave function म्हटलेले आहे पहा. So third statement is that the psi is such that by taking psi square, which indicate the probability density of the electron. म्हणजे psi अशा प्रकारे असेल की psi is the wave function, and when you take the square of that psi, you will get amplitude. So psi square is such that in that region there is a maximum probability of density of electron. Means the असा रिजन ऍटम भोवती एक असा स्पेस असेल साय स्क्वेअर म्हणजे की त्या रिजन मध्येच इलेक्ट्रॉन डेन्सिटी सर्वात जास्त असेल. देयर इज अ मॅक्झिमम प्रोबॅबिलिटी डेन्सिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. So psi is such that when you take the psi square, then you will find that the psi square is nothing but it is the space of the orbital one, and that region you say it is a orbital one. So psi is such that you will have the psi square which indicate the probability density of the electron or finding of the electron one. Number 4 is there. Each molecular orbital wave function psi is always associated with the set of quantum number which gives the energy and the shape of the molecule. हे फार महत्वाचं आहे पहा. So each molecular orbital wave function psi, प्रत्येक molecular orbitalचं जे wave function psi आहे हे always कशाशी associated असते? It is always associated with the set of quantum number. So set of quantum number, you all know there are the 4 quantum numbers one, and that 4 quantum number are always give you idea about the energy of the electron and the location of the electron, their address of the electron. Means all detail, clear cut detail information about the electron can be explained by this 4 quantum number, and that 4 quantum number are associated with the wave function psi1. So psi is very much important when you want to determine the energy and the position of the electron in around the nucleus or in an atom. That time you must know what are the quantum number, and once you have idea the quantum number, then you can say about the energy of the electron and the position of the electron also. So these 4 quantum number are very much important, and that are associated with the wave function psi1. Number 5 statement are given here that says that the electron tends to fill in the molecular orbital in the same way as they fill in the atomic orbital. That is according to the above principle, according to the Pauli's exclusive principle and Hund's rules of maximum multiplicity. So electron tends to fill in molecular orbital in the same way. ज्याप्रमाणे atomic orbital मध्ये तुम्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन फिलअप करतात, ते फिलअप करत असताना 3 रूल तुम्ही वापरतात. पहिला रूल जो आहे तो अबाव प्रिन्सिपल आहे. दुसरा रूल जो आहे तो एक्सक्लुझिव्ह प्रिन्सिपल आहे, पॉलिज एक्सक्लुझिव्ह प्रिन्सिपल आहे. आणि तिसरा रूल जो आहे तो हुंड्स रूल ऑफ मॅक्झिमम मल्टिप्लिसिटी. So by taking that account, that is by taking these 3 rule, above principle, Pauli's exclusive principle and Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, you fill the electron in orbital, atomic orbital. Same thing you have to apply to fill up the electron in molecular orbital also. So same tendency or same method you have to apply to fill up the electron in the molecular orbital also one. That is by using the above principle, by using the Pauli's exclusive principle, and by the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So another statement is given here that each electron moving in a molecular orbital is having the spin of the one half spin, or you may say the plus half or the minus half one. Plus half or the minus half. So you all know when you take any electron, whether it will be in a atomic orbital or whether it will be in a molecular orbital. कोणत्याही ऑर्बिटल मध्ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन असेल atomic ऑर्बिटल मध्ये असेल किंवा molecular ऑर्बिटल मध्ये असेल, नेहमी लक्षात ठेवायचं electron are always have the spin that is the plus half spin or the minus half spin, one half spin. So the basic difference between the atomic orbital and the molecular orbital is known here. So what are that difference? Let me see. There are the very few or very basic difference is there. So that difference is here. That is the basic difference between the atomic orbital and molecular orbital is that the electron in atomic orbital are influenced by one nuclei only. हे आपल्याला सगळ्याला माहिती आहे की ज्यावेळी इलेक्ट्रॉन कन्सिडर कराल तुम्ही atomic orbital मध्ये, that electron in atomic orbital are influenced by one nucleus, कारण एकच न्यूक्लियस असते आणि त्यामुळे त्याच्यावरती कंट्रोल फक्त एकाच न्यूक्लियसचा असते आणि म्हणून atomic orbital मधले इलेक्ट्रॉन हे फक्त एकाच न्यूक्लियसनी कंट्रोल केले जातात किंवा they are influenced by only one nuclei only. While in electron in molecular orbital, while in electron in a molecular orbital, they are influenced by the two or more nuclei depending on the number of atom present in molecule. म्हणजे मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये कसं असतंय की एक ॲटम नसतोय, अनेक ॲटम असतात. देअर मे बी 2 or more than 2. दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा जास्त ॲटम जर एकत्र असतील त्याला आपण मॉलिक्यूल म्हणतो, बरोबर आहे. सो व्हेन दी इलेक्ट्रॉन आर प्रेझेंट इन मॉलिक्यूल, in that case you have to represent or you can say that electron present in molecular orbital which is influenced by two or more nuclei, दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा जास्त न्यूक्लियानी that electron will get influenced depending on the number of atom present in molecule. मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये जेवढे ॲटम प्रेझेंट असतील that atom are influences to the electron present in molecular orbital. लक्षात की जेवढे मॉलिक्यूल असतील, जेवढे ॲटम असतील मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये, तेवढ्या सगळ्या ॲटमचं इन्फ्लुअन्स त्या इलेक्ट्रॉन मध्ये असते. कोणत्या? the electron which are present in the molecular orbital one. So always remember here the electron present in molecular orbital, they are always influenced by the number of atom present in molecule. जेवढे ॲटम त्या मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये प्रेझेंट असतील तेवढ्याच्या तेवढ्या ॲटमचं इन्फ्लुअन्स त्या इलेक्ट्रॉन भोवती आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतं. So here next is that if the overlap of two atomic orbital takes place along their axis, then bonding are known as the sigma bonding. And if the overlapping of the atomic orbital takes place sidewise way, then molecular orbital bonding are known as the pi bonding one. Okay. So here sigma bonding and pi bonding, that difference is given here. So that difference we already discussed in the first lecture, that if the overlapping of two atomic orbital will takes place, you all know by overlapping there may be a molecular orbital generated. So atomic orbital when overlap with each other along their axis, then what will happen? What kind of the bonding will takes place? That bonding are called as the sigma bonding one. Okay. So sigma bonding in which always the axial overlapping will takes place of the atomic orbital. Atomic orbital ची axial overlapping जर झाली तर जे काय बॉन्डिंग तयार होईल किंवा जो बॉन्ड तयार होईल, that bond you say it is the sigma bond or bonding are called as the sigma bonding one. If the overlapping of atomic orbital takes place in sidewise way म्हणजे कसं की काही फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन असतात, अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन असतात, they are present above the plane of the molecule and below the plane of the molecule. In that case what may happening, they are somewhat free, they are not bonded with the other species one, and that's why they are free. Bonding electron in a sigma bond they are not free, but in a pi bond or in a non-bonding electron they are free one, and so they have delocalization, somewhat delocalization, and due to that delocalization there is a bonding like nature will show by that structure. Actually not bonding one, but bonding like nature will get shown by that free electron, that lone pair of electron or the what may be there. So that bonding nature will show you the bonding type nature, and so you can say they may be a pi bonding one. So what is there? This pi bond are generally formed by overlapping of the py orbital and the pz orbital. आता py orbital आणि pz orbital हे ऑर्बिटल ज्यामुळे एकमेकाला ओव्हरलॅप होतील किंवा जे हे ऑर्बिटल एकमेकांमध्ये इंटरॅक्शन मध्ये येतील, कोणते कोणते, पी वाय आणि पी वाय. एका ऑर्बिटलचं, एका ऍटॉमिक ऑर्बिटलचं पी वाय ऑर्बिटल आणि दुसऱ्या ऍटॉमिक ऑर्बिटलचं पी वाय ऍटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल. व्हेन दॅट atomic orbital interact with each other in a sidewise way, not in axial way. हे axial way ना नाही. When these orbital are interacted with each other by the sidewise way, in that case, there is a possibility to form the pi bond also. Another interaction is there, that the pz. When this pz atomic orbital also interact with each other in a sidewise way, then there is a possibility to form the pi bond one. So always remember, pi bond are weaker than the sigma bond. Sigma bond are very much stronger as compared to the pi bond one. Sigma bond have higher strength, very high strength than the pi bond one. So high strength means that it requires more energy to break than the pi bond. If you want to break the pi bond, you by taking the less energy you can break the pi bond. But for the breaking of this sigma bond, you require the high energy because they are the stronger bond. They are the uh, they have the high strength one, or you may say they are the axial overlapping or maximum overlapping is there, or the proper overlapping is there, and that's why they are the very stronger one. So this thing you have to remember in between the sigma bond and the pi bond. Or again, remember that the pi bond are generally formed by the py overlapping and the and also by the pz overlapping. So this is the thing, or this is a few statement which was given by the this molecular orbital theory. Another things is, says that the molecular orbital are arranged in order of increasing energy. आता ते मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल हे कसे अरेंज झालेले आहेत इन्क्रीजिंग एनर्जी मध्ये, हे तुम्ही पाहू शकता खाली पहा. सो हिअर these molecular orbital are arranged in a higher in a increasing energy. Let I read this orbital and you can listen here and you can see how they are one. So very first molecular orbital is given, that is sigma 1s. Sigma 1s is the less energetic one as compared to any other molecular orbital. So sigma 1s atomic orbital is a lowest energy level, lowest energy molecular orbital, not atomic one. It is the lowest molecular orbital one, or lowest energetic molecular orbital, that is sigma 1s. After that they have the higher its anti-bonding molecular orbital. आपण सुरुवातीला बघितलेले आहे की molecular orbital हे दोन टाइपचे असतात, एक anti-bonding molecular orbital आणि दुसरे they are the bonding molecular orbital. So star indicate that these are the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So higher energetic sigma star 1 is, this is the higher energetic molecular orbital. So very first is the sigma 1s is the bonding molecular orbital, which is less than the antibonding star, that is the antibonding sigma star 1s orbital, which is still less energetic than sigma 2s bonding molecular orbital, which is then after its antibonding molecular orbital is the sigma star 2s molecular orbital. So sigma star 2s is the antibonding molecular orbital which have the less energy than sigma 2px bonding molecular orbital. So this sigma 2px is the bonding molecular orbital which is less energetic than the pi 2py bonding molecular orbital. So that pi 2py bonding molecular orbital is equivalent in energy to the pi 2 pz bonding molecular orbital. So pi 2py and pi 2pz, pi 2py and the pi 2pz, these are the molecular orbital which are at the equivalent energy level. एकमेकाची एनर्जी सारखी आहे, दोघांची इक्विव्हॅलंट एनर्जी आहे. So all these are the bonding molecular orbital, sigma 2px and pi 2py, pi 2pz. They are the sigma, they are the bonding molecular orbital which have generally the less energy than the pi 2 star py and which is equivalent in the pi 2 star pz. So pi 2 star py and the pi 2 star pz, these are the antibonding molecular orbital, and very high energetic antibonding molecular orbital is given, that is the sigma star 2px. Sigma star 2px is the antibonding molecular orbital. So this is the thing which is explained in this molecular orbital theory, how the molecular orbital theory is there. So by that statement, when you have the idea about this molecular orbital theory, then you have to fill up the electron in this molecular orbital, and you have to draw the diagram or the picture for the molecular orbital theory for various molecule one. Two examples are given for your syllabus, and after that you have to give this molecular orbital diagram. Okay. So next is here, by taking this in a molecular orbital diagram one. Molecular orbital diagram मध्ये पहा कसं दिलेलं आहे ती. So in this molecular orbital energy level diagram, you see here is the molecular orbital energy level diagram. Two kind of the diagrams are there. So Z indicate, see in the picture. So this Z indicate which is the greater than 7. When you have Z indicate, it is the atomic number, or atomic number indicated by the letter Z1. Okay. So when your atomic number is greater than the 7, when your atomic number is greater than the 7, or 7 is the atomic number for the nitrogen one. So nitrogen element, you all know that it have the 7 atomic number. So below the atomic number 7, you have the one picture, and above the atomic number 7, you have the another picture one. So it is observed that the sigma 2px bonding molecular orbital is higher energy level than the pi 2py and pi 2pz, is higher energy level in a than the pi 2py and the pi 2pz. So the molecular orbital for the lighter element, molecular orbital for the lighter element up to the atomic number 7, 7 पेक्षा खालचे म्हणजे कोणते, हायड्रोजन असेल, हेलियम असेल, लिथियम असेल, बेरिलियम असेल, बोरॉन असेल, कार्बन असेल आणि नायट्रोजन असेल. So they have the your sigma 2px molecular orbital is in the higher energy level than the your pi 2py and the pi 2pz. So this is because in this atom the 2s and 2px atomic orbital have this small energy difference, have the small energy difference one, and that's why the sigma 2px acquire the higher energy level than the pi 2py and the pi 2pz1. So here the when you consider the atomic orbital when combined together, very firstly, when 1s orbital of one atom and 1s orbital of the another atom, when combined together, they will form the two types of the molecular orbital, as the bonding molecular orbital and the antibonding molecular orbital. So lastly, below there are the sigma 1s is the bonding molecular orbital, its antibonding molecular orbital is the sigma star 1s. Then in another orbital, when 2s orbital of one atom and the 2s orbital of the another atom combined together, they form two kinds of the molecular orbital. One is the sigma 2s bonding molecular orbital, sigma star 2s antibonding molecular orbital. Okay. In another case also, when 2p orbital of the one atom and 2p orbital of the another atom, they combine together, they will form the antibonding molecular orbital. So one thing you see here in this picture, When two atomic orbital combine, then two molecular orbital will form. In another case also, when two atomic orbital combine, two molecular orbital will form. In lastly, the 2p orbital are the three. So three 2p orbital of one atom combine with 2p orbital, three 2p orbital of the another atom. So you have the six atomic orbital, they combine together, they will form the six molecular orbital. So that six molecular orbital are the sigma 2px, pi 2py, pi 2pz, pi star 2py, pi star 2pz, and sigma star 2px1. Okay, so this is the molecular orbital energy level diagram one. So by that diagram, you have to give the idea the which bonding molecular orbital is in which energy level and which antibonding molecular orbital is in which energy level one. So that thing you have to remember. So one thing also remember, you see this both diagram are the same one, but they are not same one. They have some difference one. So what is that difference? That difference I already mentioned, that the when you have the atomic number below the 7 or below the atomic below the nitrogen one, that is the hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon and the nitrogen. म्हणजे हे जे ॲटम आहेत लहान नायट्रोजन पेक्षा लहान ॲटम जे आहेत, लायटर एलिमेंट जे आहेत, त्या ॲटॉमिक त्या एलिमेंट साठीच एनर्जी लेवल डायग्राम ही थोडासा चेंज आहे. काय चेंज आहे त्यामध्ये? त्यामध्ये सिग्मा 2px मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल जे आहे, ते सिग्मा 2px मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल हे थोडं हायर एनर्जी लेवलवरती जातंय. कशामध्ये? लायटर एलिमेंट साठी किंवा जे लहान एलिमेंट आहे नायट्रोजन पेक्षा जे लहान एलिमेंट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये सिग्मा 2px ऑर्बिटल हे हायर एनर्जी लेवलला जाते. कशापेक्षा? पाय 2py पेक्षा आणि पाय 2pz पेक्षा. त्याचं कारण असं आहे, काय कारण आहे त्याचं? दी इन अ लायटर एलिमेंट किंवा एक लहान एलिमेंट मधले किंवा लहान ॲटम मध्ये 2s ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल आणि 2px ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल हे दोन्ही ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटलची एनर्जी लेवल किंवा एनर्जी डिफरन्स जो आहे, तो एनर्जी डिफरन्स अतिशय कमी आहे दोघांमधला. लहान एलिमेंट साठीचा जो मॉलिक्युलर ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल मधला जो एनर्जी डिफरन्स आहे, that energy difference are very less one as compared to the higher element, and that's why the your one atomic one molecular orbital sigma 2px will shifted to the higher energy level than the pi 2py and the pi 2pz1. So that thing you have to remember in this case. So with this picture you have idea about the bonding molecular orbital, antibonding molecular orbital. So this is the theory of the molecular orbital theory, or you can say it is MOT. MOT means the molecular orbital theory one. So by this theory, you have to draw the energy level diagram for the various molecular for various examples one. By this, you have the idea about the bond order one, and by that bond order, you can have idea about whether your molecule is exit in nature or not, or whether that molecule is a paramagnetic or the diamagnetic in nature. So that thing you can give by this theory one. Okay, समजले का theory? समजले का हे आता इथपर्यंत? मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल थिअरी समजली का? Yes or no? If you have any query, you can ask directly. If the not query, then you go forward. That the molecular orbital configuration for the homonuclear molecule and also for the heteronuclear molecule. Before that, you have to learn about the bond order, how the bond order is there. If you have any query about the molecular orbital theory, then you can ask directly one. काय अडचण आहे काही? माझा आवाज येतोय का? आवाज येतोय का माझा? हॅलो, आवाज येतोय का माझा?
हो येतोय सर.
तुम्हाला काही अडचण असेल तर विचारा. मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल थेअरी मध्ये काही अडचण असेल तर विचारा, नाही तर आपल्याला पुढे जायला आहे. काही अडचण का जायचं पुढं? येस, पटकन सांगा.
सर नाही अडचण काही.
Okay, okay. So let we see the next. That is the molecular orbital configuration for the homonuclear molecule. How the molecular orbital configuration we can give for various molecule one. So before that, let we see the bond order. What is the bond order? Bond order कशाला म्हणायचं आणि bond order वरतून आपल्याला काय information मिळू शकते? So bond order is nothing but it is the half of the difference between the total number of bonding electron and the anti-bonding electron one. Bond order म्हणजे काय की bonding orbital electron and the anti-bonding molecular orbital electron. You have the formula, that is bond order is equal to Nb minus Na divided by 2. So Nb is the bonding molecular orbital and Na, this is the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So when you take the subtraction of this bonding molecular orbital and the anti-bonding molecular orbital, and by dividing it by 2, then you will get the value. So by that value you can have idea about the bond order. Bond order means the how much bond are there in molecule. You can see by this value. So bond order is nothing but it is the difference between the total number of bonding electron and total number of anti-bonding electron. So divide that by the 2 1. So here N of B is the bonding molecular orbital, N of B is the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So in case, suppose you have in some cases, not in all, but in some cases, suppose you have the number of bonding electron are equal to the number of anti-bonding electron, then what will happening? So in that case, the bond order you will get 0. So 0 bond order indicate that it means that there is no molecule or that molecule is not exist in nature. So that thing you can have that information that the if the your molecule have the 0 bond order, means the number of bonding electron is equal to number of anti-bonding electron, then you will get the 0 bond order, and the 0 bond order means the your molecule is not exist in a nature one. So let me see very first and very simple example of the element, that is the hydrogen molecule. So hydrogen molecule you all know very simplest element among the periodic table. So which have the one atomic number and very simple and very lighter and very first element in the universe, that is the hydrogen one. So hydrogen molecule is formed by the combination of two hydrogen atom. आपल्याला माहिती आहे का हायड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल कसा तयार झालेला आहे? So that hydrogen molecule are combined, hydrogen molecule are formed by combining the two hydrogen atom. दोन हायड्रोजन atom जेव्हा एकत्र येतात तेव्हा मग हायड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल तयार होतो H2. दोन हायड्रोजन ॲटम जेव्हा एकत्र याल तर त्यावेळेस काय होणार की देअर ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल विल कंबाईन अँड फॉर्म द मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल, and by that your hydrogen molecule H2 will generate it. So that hydrogen molecule, how it will be formed, whether it will be formed or not one in nature or it will exist in nature or not, that thing you have to explain by using molecular orbital theory. So for that you have to fill up the all electron present in molecule in a molecular orbital. So you have to use here not an atomic orbital, you have to use the molecular orbital. And once you have the molecular orbital, you have to fill up that electron in the molecular orbital, and by taking the energy level diagram of the molecular orbital energy level diagram, and by that you have to determine the bond order, and by that bond order you have to give the whether your molecule is exist in nature or not one. And after that, if it is exit, then say whether that molecule is the paramagnetic in nature or the diamagnetic in nature one. So for this hydrogen molecule, you have the two atom, that is the two hydrogen atoms are there. One atom have the one electron two atom have the two electron. So you have the two electron in hydrogen molecule. So you all know the what are the molecular orbitals. So sigma 1s is the bonding molecular orbital for the hydrogen atom, and the sigma star 1 is the anti-bonding molecular orbital for the hydrogen atom. Okay, so let me see the its fill up of the electron, how it will be filled. So in this you see the H2 molecule, how the H2 molecule is there, how they will be filled. Here you will see. So sigma 1s2, all two electron are filled in the first molecular orbital, sigma 1s2, and sigma star 1s, it will become the 0 1. Okay, so in the here is some mistake is there, that is the sigma star 1s have the 2, that is not 2 1, that is the wrong. So only two electrons are present in H2 molecule. H2 molecule मध्ये दोनच इलेक्ट्रॉन आहेत आणि दोन्हीच्या दोन्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन हे सिग्मा 1s2 मध्ये फिलअप केलेले आहेत पहा. तर इथे सिग्मा स्टार 1s2 मध्ये सुद्धा दाखवले, दॅट इज मिस्टेक 1, ते चुकलेलं आहे. फक्त सिग्मा 1s ह्यामध्येच फक्त दोन्हीच्या दोन्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन फिलअप केलेले आहे. सो सी इन दी पिक्चर, so in this picture you see that when the two atomic orbital for the hydrogen molecule they combine together, then what will happen, they combine and form the molecular orbital. So two atomic orbital combine, they will form the two molecular orbital. So what are that molecular orbital? Sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. So sigma 1s is the bonding molecular orbital and sigma star is the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So all two electron, दोन्हीच्या दोन्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन, एका हायड्रोजनचा एक इलेक्ट्रॉन, दुसऱ्या हायड्रोजनचा दुसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन, ते दोन्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन सिग्मा 1s ह्या बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल मध्ये फिलअप होत आहेत. आणि त्यामुळे काय होते की फेन यू सी फॉर दिस पिक्चर और बाय दिस डायग्राम, next step is to determine the bond order. So molecular orbital energy level diagram is given here, and by that you can have the bond order. BO is the bond order. So bond order for this hydrogen molecule is given. So bond order is equal to N of B minus N of A divided by the 2 1. So N of B is the bonding electron or the bonding molecular orbital electron, and N of A is the anti-bonding molecular orbital electron 1 divided by the 2 1. आता इथं बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल इलेक्ट्रॉन हे दोन आहेत सिग्मा 1s मध्ये, आणि अँटी बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल मध्ये एकही इलेक्ट्रॉन नाही, 0 इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे, आणि म्हणून देयर विल बी 0 व्हॅल्यू. सो 2 minus 0 divided by the 2 you will get the 1. 2 मधून 0 गेला, 2 राहिले, 2 भागिले 2 व्हॅल्यू किती येते, 1 येईल. So one value is the bond order. So one bond order indicate that there is only one bond in your molecule. आता तुमच्या मॉलिक्युल मध्ये एकच बॉन्ड शिल्लक आहे किंवा एकच बॉन्ड आहे, कारण बॉन्ड ऑर्डर एक आलेली आहे, आणि बॉन्ड ऑर्डर एक आल्यामुळं तुम्ही सांगू शकता की हायड्रोजन मॉलिक्युल मध्ये एकच बॉन्ड आहे. So one bond order indicate that in your molecule there is only one bond, is एकच बॉन्ड आहे. आणि positive value is there for the one for the bond order for hydrogen molecule indicate that your hydrogen is exist in nature. नेचर मध्ये हायड्रोजन एक्झिस्ट आहे, कारण त्याची पॉझिटिव्ह व्हॅल्यू आली आहे बॉन्ड ऑर्डरची. बॉन्ड ऑर्डर जर 0 आली तर समजून टाकायचं की तो मॉलिक्यूल नेचर मध्ये एक्झिस्ट नाहीये. दे आर नॉट एक्झिस्ट इन मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म, दे आर इन atomic form. So for that let we see the next example, very famous example and very simple example, that is the helium molecule. आता हे helium molecule आपल्याला पाहिजे की हा helium molecule नेचर मध्ये एक्झिस्ट आहे किंवा नाही. जर असेल तर त्याची बॉन्ड ऑर्डर काय असेल, त्याच्यामध्ये किती बॉन्ड असतील, आणि whether it will be paramagnetic or diamagnetic, that can also be explained. In earlier example hydrogen molecule मध्ये दोन्हीच्या दोन्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन हा they are in a pair form. They are in a pair form. So you can say they are the diamagnetic in nature, not in paramagnetic. If the electron in a single form or in a unpaired state, then you can say they are the paramagnetic. But hydrogen molecule is the diamagnetic in nature. So let me see the next molecule, whether that molecule is exist in nature or not. That we see by the diagram 1. So here in helium, the electronic configuration for the helium atom is the 1s2. This is the atomic orbital. 1s2 is the atomic orbital. So in helium, there are the 2 electrons are there. So that 2 electron you have to fill up in a molecular orbital. So for the molecule, you have the 2 helium atom one. When molecule will form, then the 2 helium atom will combine to form the helium molecule, that is He2. So when He2 is there, you have the 2 electron for one single helium atom and the total 4 electron for the 2 helium in molecule. So you have the 4 electron in helium molecule. So that 4 electron you have to fill up in a molecular orbital. So molecular orbital has the sigma 1s2 and the sigma star 1s2. So sigma star 1s2, this is the antibonding molecular orbital. Sigma 1s2 is the bonding molecular orbital. Okay. So we fill up that electron in the molecular orbital by taking the energy level diagram. So by that diagram, you have to fill this electron. You have the 4 electrons. So first 2 electron fill in the sigma 1s bonding molecular orbital, and remaining 2 electron are fill up in the sigma star antibonding 1s orbital, sigma star 1s antibonding molecular orbital. So all bonding molecular orbital and the all antibonding molecular orbital, they are completely filled by the electron one. So completely filled means you have the what kind of the bond order, let me see by the example or the by the your formula, that is the bonding molecular orbital minus antibonding molecular orbital divided by 2, you will get the 2 are the bonding molecular orbital and 2 also the antibonding molecular orbital. So 2 minus 2 you will get 0. So the 0 divided by 2 you will have the value as a 0 1. So 0 divided by 0, 0 divided by 2, that value become the 0 1. So this bond order is a 0, which indicate clearly that the helium molecule is not exist in nature. ते लक्षात तुमच्या की इथं 0 बॉन्ड ऑर्डर आलेली आहे. त्याचं कारण असं आहे की तुमच्या हेलियम न्यूक्लियस हेलियम मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन आहेत आणि 4 पैकी पहिले 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन हे पहिल्या सिग्मा 1s ह्या बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल मध्ये फिलअप झालेले आहेत. राहिलेले 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन सिग्मा स्टार 1s ह्या अँटीबॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्युलर ऑर्बिटल मध्ये फिलअप झालेले आहेत. बॉन्ड ऑर्डरचा आपला फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला माहिती आहे, बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन मायनस अँटीबॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन डिवायडेड बाय 2. सो बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन 2 आहेत, अँटीबॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन 2 आहेत आणि 2 मायनस 2 0 येते आणि 0 डिवायडेड बाय 2 ते सुद्धा 0च येते. So 0 is the bond order for the helium atom, helium molecule. So 0 bond order indicate that your helium molecule is not exist in nature. त्यामुळे helium molecule हा नेचर मध्ये एक्झिस्ट नसतोय. हेलियम मॉलिक्यूल हा नेचर मध्ये एक्झिस्ट नसतोय. मग तो कसा असतोय? दे आर इन ॲटॉमिक फॉर्म, बिकॉज हेलियम दे आर दी नोबेल गॅस एलिमेंट. नोबेल गॅस एलिमेंट किंवा रेअर गॅस एलिमेंट म्हणतात त्याला, किंवा इनर्ट गॅसेस. इनर्ट गॅसेस असतील किंवा नोबेल गॅस एलिमेंट असतील किंवा मग तुमचे so this Nobel gas element, in which very first element, that is helium, they are the Nobel one, or the you may say they are the inert gas one. Inert, why inert? They are inert because they are quite stable thermodynamically and they are not in a molecular form. So your helium is not in molecular form, they are in a atomic state one, not in a molecular state one. So you all know that your bond order is 0 means they are in a atomic form one. त्यामुळे हेलियम मॉलिक्यूल नेचर मध्ये एक्झिस्ट नाहीये, तो ॲटॉमिक स्टेट मध्ये असतो. सगळेचे सगळे इनर्ट गॅसेस किंवा नोबेल गॅसेस किंवा रिअर गॅस एलिमेंट, ते सगळेचे सगळे गॅसेस एलिमेंट कसे आहेत? They are in atomic form, they are not in molecular form, because their bond order become 0 1. Okay, so this is the thing one. So with this, I think today we will stop here. If you have any query,